All right, so let's talk right triangle trigonometry. So you need to know these trig functions. The sine of an angle is equal to the opposite side over the hypotenuse. The cosine of an angle is equal to the adjacent side over the hypotenuse. And the tangent of an angle is equal to the opposite over the adjacent. So you need to know these three trig ratios, these three trig formulas, so sine, cosine, and tangent. So I'd say work on memorizing those. Now, one of the ways we could use that is in a problem like this where we have a right triangle and we have a 32-degree angle down here at the bottom right. We don't know this x value, but the hypotenuse is 15. Just remember that the hypotenuse is always the side that is opposite this right angle here. So the side that's directly opposite that or directly across from that. So directly across from here is the hypotenuse. So from the perspective of this 32-degree angle that has been given to us, x is an opposite side and the 15 is a hypotenuse. So we're going to use the side that's given, which is 15, and the side that we're trying to find, which is x. That's going to help us to know which trig function to use. So we're looking for an opposite side and we have a hypotenuse. Well, that's the sine function. The sine is the opposite over the hypotenuse. So I'm going to set that up. The sine of 32 degrees is equal to x over 15, which results in putting the sine of 32 over 1 and cross multiplying. So if I'm solving for x, I'm going to write that as a proportion and cross multiply. So 15 times the sine of 32 equals 1 times x, which is x. So that looks like this. So 15 times the sine of 32. So on your calculator, you would do the sine of 32 and then multiply that by 15, and that's going to be 7.95. So that means that this x value here is 7.95. So this is how we use these trig formulas, these trig ratios, sine, cosine, and tangent. So you look at the angle that you're going from, that's your perspective, and then you ascertain what kind of side is it that has been given to me, and what kind of side am I trying to find? Like I said, in this case, we're looking for an opposite of 32, and we're given a hypotenuse of 15. So that's what helped us to determine that we were going to use the sine function. So if we were looking at this side, looking for this side down here, right here, that would be adjacent to the 32 degrees, and we would have a hypotenuse, so we'd use the cosine for that. So that's how you make that determination. That's how you figure that out. See you later.